Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ryan and I'm going to give you 10 tips on how to make your workflow a lot faster and smoother. Now that we're in Photoshop, tip number 1, pretty simple. Just learn your basic shortcuts over here on the left in your tool panel. If you hover over them, they will give you the shortcut. So my first tip is just go through, hover over them, and that will give you your first easy shortcut tool. Tip number two. If you want to change through your documents faster, rather than go up here and click, you can go hold Control or Command and Tab, and that will cycle through your documents. Let's say I wanted to go back, hold Control or Command Shift and Tab, and that will bring you back through your documents. Tip number 3. Let's say we're zoomed in and I want to find another part of my document really fast. So rather than zooming out just how we did then, what we'll do is we will hold H, left click, that will zoom out, and that square box will make us go wherever we want to zoom back in anywhere on the document. So a really fast way to zoom out, zoom back in onto the parts of the document that you want to get to faster. Tip number 4. Let's say we just want to view one layer. I just want to see the background layer, the very background. So over here in our layer panel, we'll hold Alt and I will left click on the little eye of the layer that I just want to see, and that will delete or hide everything else and just show me that document. I want to bring it all back, same deal, hold Alt, left click, and that will bring everything back to view so that we can see it. Tip number 5. I want to copy a layer and I want it to be in the exact same spot that we've already got it. So let's say over here I've got this layer of some smoke. An easy way, besides Control or Command C, then Control or Command V, what we'll do is Control or Command and J, and that will place it in the exact same spot that that layer was originally to start with. Or I'll delete that. Let's say I want to put that layer up a little bit further. So rather than Control or Command J and then moving it up, we can hold Alt, left click, and drag that to where we want, and that will put the exact same layer in the same spot, but obviously in a different area of your layers panel. Tip number 6. Let's say we have an image and I don't want to, I don't like brushing up and down, so I want to brush on the side, but it is all in a crap angle for me. So what we'll do is we'll press R, I'll left click and rotate my image to put it in a spot that I want, and then that can help me brush in the area that I want. When I'm done, I hit escape and that will put my image back to center. Nice way to rotate your image and work on it. Tip number 7. Opacity and flow of your, say, brush. I've got a brush. We have 100% opacity and 100% flow. So we can go up here and we can click and choose along here. Or we can hover over opacity or hover over flow and change it this way. Another fast way is numbers up the top of your keypad. So let's say I want to use 10% opacity brush. I will just click at number 1, and as you can see, it is changed to 10%. 1, 10, 2 is 20, and so forth. All the way up to 9 is 90, and then 0 is back to 100%. But I want to change the flow instead of the opacity. All I do is hold Shift, and then click whatever number you want. I held shift and 3, that gave me 30% flow. Shift and 0 brings it back to 100%. So fast, easy way to change your opacity and flow of your brush. Tip number 8. I want to change the size of my brush and the softness or hardness of my brush. So we can go up here, click on this, and change it here and there, which, you know, up here makes it hard to sort of see what you want. So we'll get out of that. Fast way is I will hold Alt, I will right click and hold, and then left and right. So going to my left makes my brush smaller, going to the right makes my brush bigger, going up makes my brush softer, going down makes my brush harder. So a fast, easy way to quickly change the size of your brush and the hardness of your brush. And also, if you like seeing the symbol of, or the circle of your brush, caps lock, turns it on, turns it off. Little extra tip there. Number 9. Tip number 9. I have an FX, let's find one here. So here on my layers, I have an extra layer here of a soldier. I want to copy that FX onto this, the exact same FX. So what I will do is hold Alt, I will left click and hold over the FX, and now as you can see, FX effects is just on my mouse. I will drop it on the layer, and that will add it to that layer. Let's say I want to add a camera raw filter, the exact same camera raw filter. I will have to change my layer to a smart object. So right click, convert to smart object, and then the same deal as the FX, Alt, left click on the camera raw filter and drag and drop onto your layer. And then that will apply your camera raw filter, all the same adjustments to that layer. Tip number 10. I want to merge everything together. So I will click on one of the layers that has the eye icon turned on. I will hold Shift, Control or Command, Alt and E, and that will merge everything together that's turned on to one single layer for me to use. So if I just hold Alt and left click on that, that's the only one showing. So as you can see, it's merged everything together as one. And that is my tips for a faster workflow. I hope that helps. If it does, let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time in the next video. See you later.